Welcome back here inside the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena for tonight's matchup between the Trash Pandas and the Scranton Stranglers. A very back and forth game was how game number one ended up being a 6-5 final in favor of the Burke Street Bullies over the Campbell City Mafia. Burke Street Bullies improved to 8-2 while the Mafia falls to 6-4-1. As we're here tonight in game number two, the Pandas sit 2-6-1. The Stranglers are 6-1. We're gonna look around the league. Burke Street Bullies sit in first place with 16 points. Mafia sits in second with 13. Scranton with 12. So this is gonna be a game of whether or not Scranton takes second place or if they sit in third after tonight. As for the Pandas, win here will take them out of dead last and put them all the way into possibly a tie for fifth or squeal them into fourth. Just a second away here from opening putt drop as we are set to go green here inside the Fairgrounds Arena. Able to work down low for Copa as he hits the blue line trying to get around Kroomknocker. That's going to be passed up top for Redmond. Going to leave it back for Hamilton. Has Kroomknocker down low, turned over. Copa behind the net, trying to work it out in front. The netminder to that side is going to be Jeremy Markovich. Can't get a hold of that one. Down on the near side, Scranton's able to take an early 1-0 lead. As it was a leading goal scorer from last year, being Daniel Jumpa, getting his 6th goal of the season. And just like that, it's 1-0 Stranglers. Not even 30 seconds into their first period. Puck drop. Hoots trying to take it now to the right for the Pandas as it's going to be worked up top. Downlink to the ice it goes. No icing. Jesse Knifling, the far side referee, called off the icing as we'll play on. Hoots nearly got a turnover as it's Cope in center. Going to drop it back. Going to be picked up from Bodwicks deep in his own defensive zone. Has it downstairs for the Hoots. Hoots trying to trail it in as he hits the blue line. Being pressured by one of Copa. As Hamilton at the point turned over, trying to go off the body of Jumpa. As Hamilton passes it up to no man's land to Sprague. Down low to Hoots. Nearly had him in stride, but able to find Redmond, but couldn't hang on to it. Back down low to the neutral zone we go. Bodwicks with it, 18:30 to go here in the first period. Cleared into no man's land up to the far side corner. Copa, their first one to it, will play it back to himself behind the back of the net. Centering feed nearly finds its way to Bodwicks. As the Stranglers are trying to make it 2-0 here. Bodwicks trying to get a deke around Hosevar. Shot from the point from Hoots. Gets blocked out in front. Trying to get it back over to Hoots. Able to get it on his backhand. Couldn't fire a shot off. Hosevar up top. Trying to beat her on Sprague. Being pinched off as he goes up high. Able to beat around him to the right circle. Fires one. Markovich has it in front of him. Bodwicks works it back as he will cover it up. 17:50 to go here in the first period. Out to the point. App trying to tip one in. Gets blocked out in front from Riccardi. That Shire's up top trying to find a centering feed. Comes down low. Bullock in stride. Taping on his number. Not really sure why about that. I mean, I can read it from up here. Not really hard to miss him. Back over for Apt. Backhands it up. Trying to get it to Hosevar. Pinched off for Cardi. Has it loose in his skates. Back over to Hosevar. Back. And it get even further for Apt. Saucer feed down low. Turned over. Offsides. Kroomknocker going to have to wait to retouch back in on. Won't matter here as, never mind, got a touch to it was Cooper. Possibly could have been called a intentional offsides as Hosevar had a chance to break away going down the other way. He'll go off for a line change and bring out 2 fresh legs here for the Scranton. Riccardi able to win the drop back up to the far side of Shires, but couldn't get it in deep as it was poked off by Graham. Through the neutral zone in defeat of Knifong, that being the referee here once again here tonight. Bullock calls for it down low. They have numbers through neutral, trying to get it down low. Play off the near side half boards. Graham tried to find a centering feed. Poked right back out from Riccardi into center ice. Kopa dumps it in. Behind the net it goes to Markovic. Came out of his net to play it. One of the things about playing in game number 1, I get to know a little bit about the ice conditions here. And right there where the Zamboni entrance is, as that was a shot on from Kopa at the point, is that the puck, well, at least I did whenever I was standing down there talking to the Zamboni driver, that being Bobby Kiger here tonight. It's not level. The Zamboni entrance is the highest point on the rink. So any of the pucks there are not going to ring around the board, as they'll just kind of tail back into in front of the net, if you will, as Shires has it in the attacking zone down on the far side. And, well, getting at that point, as Bobby was saying, was that the edger is not working the way it should be working, so instead of messing the ice up, they decided not to use it, at least here for the foreseeable future, to try and have the best ice possible for the Thunderbirds game coming up on Friday, that being a big game there. As here comes Jumpa up top around Hamilton. Jumpa fires one! Missed it wide down low. Down link to the ice. Hoots in a foot race against Apt. Hoots trying to stop up. Apt still pressuring to the near side corner. Looking to get a centering feed. Has a chance. All the way up top to Redmond. As it's going to be sent in deep. Back out to center. Finds Redmond. Down low, trying to get it over to Sprague. Just out of his reach, finds Jones. Trying to drop it back to Jumpa. In stride down low, being pressured by one. A little bit of a interference, if you will. Got a centering feed up top, trying to get a one-timer. Couldn't find a connection feed as it's Hosevar at the point. Skating forward, tips one right out in front, trying to just lift it as it comes all the way back out to the point as here comes Hoots with a rush back the other way up for Redmond. Down low for Hoots, playing a little bit of pitch and catch here as the puck's loose down on the near side half boards. Up top, gets it to the line, back over to Jones. This is going to be cleared out from Hamilton. Cleared down link to the ice. We'll get a little bit of time here. Thunderbirds play a big home game on Friday night. That's against Athens. A win there would be massive. As for their big opponent here on the weekend. 1 second here. The PD Ice Cats are going to be playing at home against Columbus. So this is in a very plausible situation. You know, Athens is clinched first. So if Thunderbirds squeak in, first round's going to be first seed versus the 4 seed. And PD would be playing Columbus. And since that would be your 2-3 seed. So anything's still possible here, as between 3rd and 1st is a solid 8 points. That's one weekend's worth of play, you know, depending on how many games you're going. So a big game coming up Friday here in the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Another big matchup coming up here later on this week. Apologies here, give me just a moment. There's going to be a lower league game here tomorrow night. That's going to be at 10 o'clock between 2 brand new captains, that being of Adam Little and Eric Reimer. So we'll see what comes up between those two. And then 3 games Thursday night. Once again, that being the lower league. Friday night being Thunderbirds. Saturday we'll get a day of rest. And Sunday night we'll be back here in action in this upper league. Game coming up on Tuesday. It's going to be the Scranton Stranglers against the White Elephants. And in game number 2, it's going to be the Camel City Mafia and the Cavemen. Broderick fires, tipped out in front, had a chance from Shires. Puck still loose in the near side corner. Kopa behind the net, now down low to Cooper. Through her feet, Bullock trying to work at it. Kept in. Kopa in his near side corner. Will not surprise me here if some point we will hear a word from Vince Sedicassi. Not sure exactly where he is at, but wouldn't surprise me here as I see one of the fellow Mafians that being Jason Richard in the far side corner, took a penalty of 55 seconds to go in the period. In the third period, that was. And just about clinching the victory for the Bullies. Jones in his defensive zone. Works it down low. Copa trying to work at it against Cooper. Puck still loose. Here comes Copa. Heading it onside. Drops it back. Cooper fires one. That went wide. Now up high. Trying to poke it out as it's kept in from Apt. Deep in the zone for the Pandas. Works it down low to Sprague. Being pressured by Jones. Finds the feed over to Redmond to the blue line. And on 1-on-3. Trying to drop it back to the far side. Point to Hoots. Trying to get it up forward for Hocevar. Trailing behind everybody. As here it comes to Sprague. Drops it back Redmond. Over to Hoots. Not able to find a shot from Hoots as it's going to be Hocevar going back to the left here in period number 1. Closing on halfway through this first period as Apt works it in. Through the neutral zone it goes back to the Pandas to Bodwicks. Through center off the body of Nilsson. Apologies there as that was... No, I believe that was Nilsson as it's at the point. Hocevar down low. Trying to get a centering feed. Had a chance on the back door, but couldn't find the backhanded shot as it's back out to the neutral zone for Hocevar. As Apt down low, that's who will give it to. Down low, Hoots fires one. That went wide of the net. Nobody home at the point to keep it in. As Krumanacher has it in the neutral zone. Tip nearly into the Stranglers bench as it's out to the neutral zone. Hocevar works it forward. Pinched over. Bodwicks with it. Bodies Hocevar down low. Hand direct contact as we play on. Redmond has it. Through the slot. Fires one. Goes on net of Nick Rowe. This is out to the point. Send it wide. Jones down low, backhands it forward to Apt. Able to get around Bodwicks. They have numbers as they hit the line. Around Krumanacher, down low, Apt fires one. Where did that go off the side of the net? As Krumanacher's going to play it up top. Sprague trying to get a centering feed over to Hoots. Finds Jumpa. Jumps it back. Just a little too much power on that one as it's over to Shires in the corner. Jones kept it in to the corner and down link to the ice it goes. That will go for an icing. 8 minutes ago here in the period. Oh, as we play on here, 7:35 to go in the first. Copa tried to drop it back down low into the feet of one as it's still in the attacking zone here for the Stranglers. There's only 2 men in the zone. As Edwin was trying to keep it in over to Copa. Fires on a tip, goes off the shoulder of Markovic and played up to the corner. Still in, Copa centers it. Behind the back of the net it goes, going to be picked up by Riccardi. Trying to backhand it out as that's going to go down length of the ice. Should be for an icing. And it will be 7 minutes to go here in the period. Played up top to Shires. Nearly got pinched off from Copa. Shires in. Tripped up. There's going to be a call here. As Shires goes into the board. Going to be a hooking call against Scranton. So we'll take a quick time stoppage here. 6:28 to go in the game. There's going to be a penalty assessed to number 9, that being a Brian Copa. Once again, that being a hooking call as the Pandas are on a power play. A huge power play here as they trail by 1 here in the first period. Down low, turned over. Short-handed chance. As it's 66 of Pringer in the attacking zone, trying to battle it in deep. Going to be picked over from Cooper and attacked through the neutral zone to Riccardi. Trying to work around his man, got it up top. App to the corner alongside Riccardi. Riccardi not able to stop as he takes a tumble into the far side half boards. And all the way back out for the Pandas. Cooper trying to drop it down low for Krummenacher in stride, trying to clear out our own App. Here's a chance. Redmond waiting on the back door, waiting for a feed to the point. Bodwicks with it, fires one, gets blocked out in front as Apt going to clear this back out to center. Up high, App trying to work it out as that's going to be cleared down length of the ice here once again. As it's down low through the neutral zone for Jumpa. Over to Apt. Nearly turned over to Redmond as it's kept in. Up high, has Jumpa trailing in down low. As it's going to be a foot race to the near side corner, still with it. Down low for Krummenacher, trying to get a centering feed over to Hoots. As it's going to be played back in now to Bodwicks. 5 seconds to go on the penalty to Copa. Once again, that was a hooking call a handful of minutes ago. Down to the near side, Hosevar with it. And here comes Vince Sedekassi. The trains are coming. As it's going to be Redmond trying to get a centering feed, going back behind the net. Try to clear it out, and we are back 5-on-5 here. Once again, please welcome our very special guest, Vince Sedekassi, up here to the booth.
Hello.
Hey Vince, how's it going?
Lovely. It's weird to see you sitting still and not behind me on the far blue line cherry picking. It's crazy that you're stationary here in the booth calling the game. It's wild. I figured you'd still be on the ice on one blue line. I don't know.
Well, you see, it's kind of hard when we have 8 guys to actually do something.
I wish we would come back. That was close. That was a good game.
It was. Well, you see, the first 5 minutes of the first period, I didn't go off for a line change.
Yeah.
I went off the ice, and then the guy came straight back.
Did you guys have 1 or 2 show up late?
We only had 1.
1 show up late, so you had 8.
We had 8 total.
That makes me even more upset. I was tired, and I didn't want to give you guys a break, but I needed a timeout to try and set up something, and then I'll go back. I'm sure he did something, but I didn't like the call with a minute left. But
talking to Eli on our team, Jason supposedly told the ref.
Oh my goodness! Oh no!
Clock's going to stop here, 2:20, after 2 Stranglers end up colliding with each other at their offensive blue line. So as we have a minute, it sounded like Jason, at least according to what our team had heard, told the ref that he did do it. I'm not sure what he was referring to.
No. The guy that he called it on, that Jason allegedly /tripped whatever, looked at the referee in his eyes and said, "Watch this, he's getting ready to slash or trip me." And then the face-off happened, and he went through, touched him probably, and he was like, "Oh, cool, I did see that," and then he called it. So and that's why Sebeki screamed. You can't let him call his own penalties. So that's what happened, and I wouldn't. If that happened at 15 minutes into the second period, oh no.
Jumper with
Ruh-roh.
it. Poked, checked aside. Able to escape danger for now.
If that happened then, no big deal. We play on. I don't like the call, but here we go.
50 seconds to go in the third period
50
in a
seconds.
one-goal game.
Oh, there's the goal. Jumpa just left it for him. He's like, thanks. Thanks for making the goal for me. Blow the whistle.
So Jump is able to get assists this year, unlike last year. Glad to see it.
Who got the first one?
Jumpa.
Oh yeah. Well,
So he has 2 points and 2 goals.
2 goals. He gets another one. He has to leave the ice. Pretty sure that's the rules. Most guys, you just send them back to D. With him, he has to vacate the premises after his third, if he does it in the first period. So he's got 45 seconds to get one. He's got to not do it here in the next 30 seconds if he wants to continue to play the rest
Now,
of the game.
Vince,
That's what I heard.
I got to give you props. I didn't see you once in the penalty box here tonight.
I was not in the box at all tonight. I let my guys do it for.
I'm looking at the penalties right here.
Yeah.
That third period, Josh.
Juice. I was trying to get him to settle down. That was a pretty easy call on what happened to him, though, so I understood it. But I don't know where he learned that from to just keep going. You're not going to change the call. My thing, I was just lost my mind on the offsides, and it was even worse because he didn't know what I was talking about. But just keep, like I said, I understood it. It's whatever. Nothing really happened with me. Cody was trying to push me around, and I was laughing about it. The thing that made me upset the most is when I pirouetted down here to the right on that one, and I got spun around, and then I look, and you have the puck by yourself in the back door, and just shove it in. And then I come down here on that one. I did some terrible stuff at the blue line at the end of the game, and I did something else. Oh yeah, Watts' shot from the slot, right? The Wake Forest logo. That went off of my stick right into the top shelf of the net, where my goalie's head should have been, but it went right in the middle of the top of the net off of my stick. My blade was just angled just right for it to go right in that. It was awesome.
No, I'd like to call on Jason about what happened to me in front of the net back in, I believe, the second period. Just kind of shoving me down, acting like I was a twig out there.
Oh, he barely touched you. He didn't do anything. I was a little after the whistle, especially lucky he didn't face wash it.
Like you did last game we played?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard, but you can't. No, that's not a face wash because you got a mask on. That doesn't count. So.
When your gloves are sweating and I can't see it, still counts.
No, an actual face wash is, well, if you take your gloves off, it's just as bad. But you take your glove off and you put it on somebody's face when you're on the ice with either no bucket on or half shield or anything. You put your glove or just your hand. Gloves worse. You put that right in somebody's face. That's ugly. Like to see Edwin drive to the net there. Of course, he did just about get knocked out on the far side down here, so be all right.
I'd love to see Goldberg get some action here tonight.
I'd love to see Goldberg get hat trick.
I don't know what I'd be more happy about, him getting a hat trick or you getting just a simple penalty.
Yeah. Oh, Oh, it almost worked. Grumenacker tries to go off the boards and misses the puck. I have never missed the puck except this game at the blue line when I went to take the flat. Oh! Oh, he put it right in his face. Love to have that one back.
Now, quick question for you. Getting a little off topic. How did you like the music choices when you got a penalty last game?
That was extremely upsetting. Actually, in the moment, I did not really. I mean, the music overall was. That's probably why I got 3 penalties. Was because of the music in general, and then I got off the ice, and I think I might have heard it or barely paid attention to it in the third one. But I got off the ice, and my buddy was like, "Did you hear him playing the Mario music?" And I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
Jump it and all alone. Backhand scores.
That was backhand sliding through 5-hole. See, now if I'm him, I'm just dropping that there. I'm just dropping that in the slot instead of just undressing this poor guy, changing the color of his helmet. I'm just dropping that there because I know I got a 2-on-0 or 3-on-0. Normally that doesn't happen, and I would do that because I'm not going to score that anyways. So I'm just going to leave that there for somebody else so I don't go ahead and pick up my third. So, or you go ahead and get it. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a goal scorer. Yep, there he is again.
Jumping, not looking for a hat trick, passes it up top.
He's already got one, doesn't he?
Does he?
I think so. You said he got the first one. He got that one and then that one.
I thought he passed off that
Oh, goodness. Oh,
second.
It's getting ugly in a hurry. So, yeah, he went in and passed that one. See? So that was his thought all along. He's like, I'm going to go ahead and get my 3, and then I'm going to be Luke Robitaille and start setting up Gretzky's.
Now, you see, that's what we were expecting from Sebecki.
What?
Go ahead and get his hat trick in and just start setting up plays.
Not in that game. You guys were all over our asses. So,
now, you see, second period intermission, we were telling our guys, keep Sebecki to the outside. 10 seconds later, what do we not do?
Keep him to the outside. And yeah, but it doesn't matter. If he comes down on the outside, he's going to beat you anyway. It's just about when he gets to the net, putting it in. You can't contain him. Oh, Bugs! Oh. Well, I'm going to go hang out with my wife. Try and keep her under control. See if she can't. That'd be awesome if she got kicked out in this game for no reason in the 4-0 game where I'm not even playing. Right back to him. You say Copa or Kappa?
Cope is how I say it.
I believe it's Kappa.
Kappa.
Yeah. It's 2 P's make the. I always say Kappa. He was on my team a couple years, but the 2 P's make that O a short O, I would say. If I had to go back to it.
Nobody's told me anything.
Yeah. Fan on that went about 6 inches. I was letting him go. I was actually trying to get him on net. That was the other thing tonight. We had so many shots get deflected or just didn't get through, and I mean chances. And goalie played great. Oh, good grief!
He did get hit in the neck in the first period.
He did, yeah.
And it started to swell the rest of the game.
Oh! Hochevar goes backhand, and it goes through the crease. It is about 2 inches off the right post. Yeah.
had another chance to host.
You can't read their names.
I've memorized numbers at
Yeah.
this point.
Brian's coming in.
McCarty fires one in.
Hold up right in between both his pads. All right. I'm going to get out of here before I get fined again. But good game. Thanks for cherry picking the entire game and spinning me around and undressing me.
I scored one, so I'm happy. I did.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. That was the difference in the game. It's one
It was.
goal. It was upsetting, but we're all right. And oh, that didn't work.
The Stranglers are still definitely the team to beat.
Yeah.
Do you know when playoffs start?
Second week of April, probably, because it was supposed to be
Okay.
Easter, and I believe we're backing up.
Okay.
Believe we're backing up. I'm in starting Easter. I'm at the beach. Good grief!
Woo!
That almost went in. That went off his that went off his
Like inside part of the
backside of his blocker, like his hand, and then off his right buttocks, and then went through the crease. Through the crease. It was probably about a quarter inch away from the right post.
kissing
And
the goal
through.
line.
Oh. Well, this is outstanding. All right, well, good game, buddy. We'll see you soon.
See you, Vince.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Once again, thank you to always Vince for making this broadcast fun and entertaining for as much as he allows it to be. As we play on here, and thank you for the, at one point, up to 13 people watching this stream. The higher the numbers, the better quality it will be. Or at least that's what I'm going to try to make it, that is. As we play on here. And as Vince was saying, back in that first game here tonight, there was a penalty that came up 50 seconds to go in the third period. Very questionable of a call, but, I mean, the game remained to be a one-goal game. On top of it, the Mafia had some great shorthanded chances to tie it up. Shire's trying to chip it out of the paint. Hosevar keeps it in to the far side. Jones with it. Loose up in his gates. Dropped it to the slot. Shire's trying to get out. Kept in. Fires it on. Went wide. Down low. Gloved it down. App nearly a hand pass. Fires it on. Save. Rebound. Out in front. Cleared to the corner. Markovic out of his net to play it. Happ trying to find a backhanded feed over. Sprague, loose out in front, gonna clear this one down, look to the ice. And this one will be an icing. 10:30 to go here in the second. Shot blocked right out in front as it's going to come back down the other way now for the Pandas. Bogwitz with it. To the line. Poke check aside. It goes up top. Cooper trying to keep it in. Bullock trying to work it out. Kept in but could not hold on to it. Was Bullock. Or apologies there as that was Bodwick's. As it's been cleared down linked to the ice. It's going to be picked up Riccardi in his own defensive zone. Taking it up high now. 9:34 to go in the second. Riccardi trying to jump it in deep. Picked up by Apt. Trying to clear it out. Bodwicks keeps it in. To the corner. Spinning around. Still with it. Holding. Has Cooper. Fires one. Sent it just wide. Cooper looking to get her first goal of the season. Happed up high. Takes it up top to the blue line. 2-on-2. To the far side circle. Looking to get around Shires. Drops it back in the feet of Nilsson. It's going to come up top to the neutral zone for Bullock. Apt arcs it forward to Gerbrand. To the right circle, still with it on his forehand. Behind the back of that, takes a slash, still with it up top. Holds to the circle. Trying to deep, gets it around Hoots, still with it. Holds, still with it. Gerbrand trying to fire a shot on. Gets blocked by Hoots. Backhanded shot, cleared out top. Bullock with it from the far side circle. Fakes a slap shot, fires it on. Blocked out in front. Feet of Gerbrand. To the corner, it goes with 8:24 to go in the second. Ends up coming out for Bodwicks. Down low, trying to get it over to Sprague. As this is going to be cleared down the ice. Going to be picked up by line of Kappa. Up to the far side. Has it to the blue line. Going to be dumped in deep. Jump into the corner. Battling against one. Still with it. Hoots. Out to the point. Kept in. Holds, fires, tips, sent high. To the near side corner, it goes for the Pandas. To the point, Bodwicks has room, right out in front, gonna be covered up by Nick Rowe. 2.29 goal against average so far tonight. Has made that look shiny here through the first period and a half of play. We cleared up top for Jones. Clear down the ice for an icing, so we'll take a quick timeout here. Stoppage, that is, should I say. Goes right out in front of Markovich. Panda's going to have to play it down low in the corner. Pandas trying to drop it back. Nearly hit a chance of Sprague in on a breakaway as it's Riccardi down low. Played down the corner. Redmond leaves it up top. Turned over. Stranglers work it up top. Has it in stride, trying to get it down low, trying to get it over to Edwin as it's down low. Krumenocker in the corner. Kept in. For the time being, still with it. Holds. Edwin fires one, tipped out in front. Krumenocker going to clear it up high as it goes over for Jones. Down low to the goal line. Trying to get a center feed down low to 79 a Graham. As it's going to be a foot race now down the other way. Riccardi trying to spin around one, still with it. Trying to get a backhanded feed over to Redmond. As Jumpa trying to work at it. Turned over. Here's a chance now for the Stranglers. Jones has Copa behind him. Drop pass. Finds Riccardi. Be able to get around App. Here comes Redmond. Redmond up top. Holds to the circle. Centering feed to Sprague, loose up in his feet. Apt able to take it away. Trying to get it over to Bullock. Says he got a touch to it, no icing. To the near side corner, Bullock still with it. Behind the net he goes. Holds here with 4:50 to go in the second. Bullock has it loose up in his feet. Hamilton able to take it away and clears it out to the neutral zone. Apt able to hold on to it as he drops it down low for Hocevar. Off the near side half boards, back over to Hocevar. Trying to dump it in deep. Played down on the near side half boards as Cooper takes the tumble. Over to Sprague, turned over, Jumpa with it. Holds, drops it back, Bullock fires one, went wide. Shires up top being pressured by Jumpa. Pass down low, tipped by Bullock over for Hocevar. And on sides, Hocevar with it. Trying to cut back out in front. Back in a shot went wide. Sharp angle shot gets blocked up in front as it's touched up top for the Pandas. Shires to the blue line, has Cooper down low, trying to get around Apt. Holds, centers it, had a chance to Cooper as it went off his skate. This will play on. Riccardi drops it back down low to the goal line. Pass gets blocked, and here comes Apt. 2-on-2. Pringer with it, holds, Apt. Trying to get it to Pringer, tipped out in front, and covered up by Markovic. 3:30 to go here in the second. Hocevar trying to chip it out. Captain Hoots to the far side corner. Takes a tumble right out in front. Goes on net of Rowe. Shires appears to be doing okay as he took a hit with Hocevar. Very close to the Wake Forest ice hockey logo in the attacking zone for the Pandas here in period number 2. The neutral zone trying to get it over to Bullock. It's up in his feet, nearly off sides. Right out to the neutral zone is Copa. Will dump it in. Over to Hamilton. Hamilton up to the far side. Drops it for Pringer, going to be dumped in. Foot race now, Hamilton able to win it. And clear it up top, turned over. Bullock from the point, fires one, went wide. Trying to take a beat around his man. Copa with it, able to deke around 2 to the blue line, and on sides. Here comes Copa. Not able to get a shot off as Hamilton clears it out to center. Over to Riccardi. Touches it from Hoots. Up top. Here's a chance. 2-on-1. Kermacher holds. Not able to get a shot off. Goes right out in front. Shire's trying to tip one. That's just been covered up from Rowe. 1:10 to go in the second. Glove save made by Rowe right after the draw. We'll get another face-off here, still with time to go in the second period. Down low in the corner. Clear it up top, Hocevar, 25 seconds. Apologies, Jones. To the line, around Hamilton, Jones, and all alone, shot it wide. Backhanded out in front, can be cleared behind the net, down low to the corner. Captain fires, sent it wide once again, cleared up from Markovic, nearly put it into his own net. Kermacher up top, Captain 2-1, needs a shot, tipped, bouncing puck behind the net, and that will do it for period number 2 as a horn did not go. 4-0's your score after the second. We'll take a quick 1-minute break and be back for period number 3. Welcome back here into the start of period number 3. Puck's dropped, away we go. Bullock try to get it up top. Went off the foot of Jesse Nifong. Once again, referee here for both of the games here tonight. Jones trying to get a sitting feed over to Jumpa. Jumpa down low. Trying to cut one out in front. Leaves it out in front. Riccardi clears it up top. Trying to get a sitting feed. Picked up Hocevar. 19:35 to go here in the third. Hocevar through center. Pochek back out from Bodwicks. As here comes Cooper with it. Cooper leaves it up high. Fires one. Glove save made by Rowe. We've seen a goal very quick into period number 1. That was nearly one just like that here in period number 3. Pandas still going to get on the board for the first time here tonight, trailing by 4. One of the closest starts to a third period we've had with the Stranglers. As the Stranglers have been a team to beat so far this season. Although they're not first in points, they are definitely high up in the power rankings. 43 goals scored on the season. Apologies. Talking about Scranton, they've scored 34 times so far on the season. That's being through 7 games played, including this one here tonight. They're up to 38. Still with 18.5 to go in the third period. The team with the most, that is the Burke Street Bullies, 54 goals for. That's through 10 games, so averaging about 5 a game. As for goals against, they're sitting the second lowest in the league, that being against the Scranton Stranglers, who they've only given up 16 goals so far on the season. Nick Rowe has been lights out, one of the best goalies in the league, if not the best. And that's cut second down by almost half. Scranton's on a 6-game winning streak. They're looking to make it 7. As for the Pandas, they've been on a 2-game losing skid, one being in overtime. As they're trying to get 2 points here tonight. Bodwick's right out in front. Still a chance. Tips. Went wide. Right there on the doorstep. And Rose able to cover it, showing why he's one of the best netminders in the league. There's only been 2 games so far this season that's gone into overtime. Both of those games, well, I could tell you the losers, that is. That's the Mafia and the Pandas. As is out to center, kept in. Took a slash, no call. Bodwick trying to work it back for to Krumanacher through center. Bodwick has it up in a skate, trying to drop it back, nearly turned over. As he hits the point, up high, has a beat around Hamilton, nearly took a slash. Puck's right there into the body of Markovic. Just able to keep his 5-hole closed. 16:37 to go in the third period. As we get later and later here on tonight. As that got sent wide. Through neutral zone for Bullock. Bullock 2-on-2. Takes it down low. Long shot. Glove save Markovic. Rebound out in front. Going to be cleared up from Krumanacher. Over for Hoots. Had it stuck up in his feet. As it's going to be played up to the far side. Kept in. Only for a second. To Bullock. Cross ice feed intercepted by Krumanacher. Going to be delayed offsides. So we'll get a puck stoppage here. 15:20 to go in the period. Through the neutral zone for Apt. Just a tad too short of icing, so it's over for Apt behind the net. Trying to get it down low. Finds Jones. Turned over to Jumpa. Touches it forward. Kept in. Jumpa to the point. Backhands it over in front of the slot. Can't find a way to get a shot off. Down low to Cooper. Through center, touched up. Jumpa has it. Leaves it for Jones. Jones fires one, went wide. Hard off the backboards into the corner. Shires down low, trying to get it over to Hamilton. Husavar keeps it in. Takes it down low to the corner. Behind the net, poked aside Riccardi. Gonna leave it to the corner for a Strangler. Back behind the net, goes up top for Jones. Sharp angle holds, trying to tip one out in front. Had Edwin sitting on the back door, down low. Has a chance, Husavar on the forehand, trying to get it out to the point. Goes off the body of Cooper into the corner. Goes to Hamilton. Back over for Husavar. Fires one. Tipped off the body out in front. Trying to lift it. Puck still loose. As it's going to be covered up by Markovic. 13 minutes to go here in the period. .35 to go. Puck's drop. Quick shot right off the draw. Gets blocked out in front. Took a body up high. I believe it was Bogwitz. Definitely stung him as he's shaking his hand here. Tip got wide. And tripped up. No call. Up to the far side. Apologies. Bullock gets it to the point. Takes a slap shot. Sends it off the side of the net. Comes down low to the point. Copa trying to ring one in. Around up high. Redmond trying to backhand it out, able to get it out of danger for now with 12:02 to go. Shots on goal, 21-16 in favor of the Stranglers. Bogwitz with it. Looks up top, Edwin trying to punch it right back out and does. The Hoots drops it back deep now down low. Redmond trying to jump it in around Jumpa, but not able to make the jump on him. This is up to the corner to Bullock. Bullock, if he hurries, 2-on-1. Winds up, fire, save, rebound. Comes down low to the near side corner. And the feet of Krumanacher. Trying to chip it forward, turned over. Copa fires one, save, rebound. Will be covered up by Markovic. 11:19 to go here in the period. Offensive zone faceoff coming up here for the Stranglers. Starting to get crunch time for the Pandas, especially to get one. Jones keeps it and holds, fire, saved. Once again, another puck stoppage here, so Clark will continue to run. Burns precious amounts of time here for the Pandas. Tipped off the side of the cage. Want another chance there for the Stranglers to add a fifth goal here tonight. Krumanacher taking it out of the zone. Has 3 goals on the season, looking for goal number 4 as it's down low to the corner. Gonna leave it back. Here comes the Stranglers trying to get it out of their own defensive zone. Punched aside Bogwitz. Puck still loose. New center ice, Edwin. Offsides, having to retouch here as it's over to Krumanacher. Left to the center. Try to get it over to Redmond as it's played up top to Apt. Apt in on sides, 1-on-5 behind the back of the net. Get a centering feed. Tried to get a centering feed, that was. As it's up top to the neutral zone, Husavar. Being pressured by Redmond. Goes in off the feet of Redmond. Now over the center, nearly too many men. As Sprague had not waited for his man to come off the ice. Bodwick's in his own zone, trying to chip it forward off his feet. Leaves it back. Here's a chance for the Stranglers. Holds. Forehand. Holds. Scores! That was Jones. Able to get his third goal of the season. Makes it 5-0 with 9 minutes to go here in period number 3. Now it's definitely crunch time. Under now 9 to go for the Pandas. At least to get one here tonight. Up top. Try to get around Hamilton. Takes a stick, still with it. To the corner, centering feed. Cooper had a chance to clear it out, and here they go. 2-on-1 against Apt. Down low, Shires has Sprague trailing. Try to drop it back. Now up top to Hamilton. Backhand shot. Got tipped over for Sprague. Centering feed's just going to go underneath the glove of Rowe. He'll hold on to it now. 8:13 to go in the period. Puck's dropped. Clear down the ice. That will be an icing goal here. 7:50 to go in the period. Up top, Bullock with it. Has an end, strides, holds, drops it down low, had Hocevar. Couldn't keep it on his stick. To the point, Jumpa goes up top, trying to get it over to Bullock. Bullock with 10 goals on the season, has 13 points. Puck still loose in the corner for Riccardi. And pressured by Pringer as it's down low. Turned over, Jumpa with it. Saucered it up top. Bullock works it to Hocevar. Trying to dump it in deep, still with it. Stops up top of the circles, fires it on, saved by Markovic. Puck goes behind the back of the net. Still loose in the corner, Markovic. Seeing everything from Darren his net as it's down low for Hocevar. Fires one on, saved, rebound, goes right in front, backhanded shot, scores! Jones gets his second goal of the night, his fourth goal of the season. Makes it 6-0 with 6 minutes to go here in the third. Needing a goal a minute here for the Pandas. Jones looking for his hat trick here. Drops it up top. Has a chance. Got a piece of it was Markovic as it's played down the corner. 6-0 is your score. Under 6 to go. Just going to be dumped back into center ice. Scranton looks like they've run away with this one. 6-0 is your score. 27-17 shots on goal. Not saying it's not possible to see a comeback, though we have not seen one of this caliber yet this season. Copa with it. Holds. Fires. Save made by Jeremy Markovic. We'll freeze the puck here. 5:17 to go in the third. Try to get a tip, goes high, and now Riccardi back behind the net up top. Redmond. Try to get it over to Hoots, kept in point. Happy will dump it down in. 4:40 to go. Pandas needing to hurry this one up if they want to score at least one. Behind the net, Krumnacher with it. Chips it down low to Hoots. Hoots going to work it in deep. Rowe going to play it down low to Hocevar. Turned over. Here's a chance, but couldn't get a shot off. Hocevar able to take it back. Up high. Clear to neutral. 2-on-1 here for the Stranglers. As Jones down low. Fires was Gerbert. As Markovich was able to play it to the corner. Backward pass finds Hoots. The center, Hocevar with it. Calling for it was Apt. Hamilton trying to just dump it in deep to the near side corner. Apt able to take it away. 3:50 to go here in the third. 6-0 is your score in favor of the Stranglers. Apt holds. Centers. Chance. Whistle's blown dead. Net, believe, came off. Markovich, not sure where the puck is. Believe it went in. Although I'm not sure who got credit with that one. Regardless here, 7-0 is your score. And it looks like we are in a world of hurt here for the Pandas. They trail by 7. They need to be able to stop the bleeding here for the last 3 minutes. There will be no puck stoppage here, or clock stoppage that is. With a lead more than 3 goals within the last 3 minutes. Long shot, bouncing puck. It's going to be played in the corner from Rowe. To the feet of Redmond. Behind the net to Jumpa. 2:40 to go here in the period. Pass finds Hocevar, but should not be an icing. Will not be. 2:38 to go. Down low in the corner, nearly turned over was the Hocevar. Bullock with it. Centers it. Up top. Markovich out of his net. Hocevar trying to fire it on. As that pass down low to Hoots, but not onto his stick. Jumpa works it up top, but can't hang on to it. Sprague will just dump it in even further behind his own net. Chips it down low, turned over. Hocevar keeps it in, dekes around Hoots. Hocevar with it from the left circle, fires. Rebound comes right out in front of him as he thought he had covered it up. Well, 2 minutes to go, 120 seconds remain here in period number 3. Offsides, we'll play on here. Copa brings one to the corner. To the point, Jumpa. Holds on top of the point, drops it down low. Copa to Hocevar from the goal line. Try to find a centering feed, closing in on 90 seconds to go. Down low to Redmond. 290. Hoots drops it back. Redmond has it in on sides. He has 18 shots on goal, but not one has been put into the back of the net. Played out to center. 73 seconds remain. Turned over. And on sides, Jumpa looking to just kill some time here. Drops it back. Pringer fires one, blocked out in front by Krumnacher. And here we go with 60 seconds to go in period number 3. Krumnacher able to beat him around forehand, but couldn't get a shot off. And lost the puck behind the back of the net. Jumpa clears it down for icing. We're going to stop up short of icing, that is. Apologies. 40 seconds to go. Cooper with it. Going to take it behind Markovich. Pass finds Shires. 33 seconds to go. To find a way to negate this shutout. Shires takes it to the corner with 25 to go. Pressuring against Copa to the corner. And that will do it here tonight in game number 2. One last opportunity. Shot, save, rebound. Goes to the corner. With 10 seconds to go, and that's just going to kill out time. Final score here tonight, 7-0 in favor of the Stranglers over the Trash Pandas. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the lower league. We'll be back here in action Tuesday night, that is, for some upper league play once again. Final score 7-0 in favor of the Stranglers.